Topic 1, Day 6. Peer-to-peer network. What is P2P? A peer-to-peer network is a type of computer network where participants called peers connect directly to each other without needing a centralized server. Each peer in the network acts both as a client, which is requesting the data, and a server, which is providing the data. In Bitcoin case, this means that every node can share the blockchain with others, verify and relay transactions, and help maintain the decentralized system. Why is it important? A peer-to-peer network is important because it ensures that Bitcoin works in a decentralized, secure, and resilient way. There is no single point of failure. If one node goes offline, the network still continues to work. Also, it's very censorship resistant. There is no central authority that can block or control transactions. Also, there's the decentralization, where power is spread among thousands of nodes worldwide. Right now, we have about over 20,000 nodes running the Bitcoin software. So security, each peer verifies transactions independently, reducing frauds, and also it's very resilient. The network is hard to shut down since it exists everywhere in the world, even in Kenya. Who ensures security? In a peer-to-peer Bitcoin network, security is not handled by one authority. It is ensured collectively by the network itself through number one nodes. Each node verifies transactions and block independently, rejecting anything invalid. Number two, the miners. They secure the network by using proof of work to add new blocks, making attacks extremely costly. Number three is the consensus rules. The Bitcoin protocol sets the rules, like the block size, difficulty in mining, the transaction format, and all peers enforce them. Also, there's the decentralization. Since thousands of participants check the rules, no single bad actor can easily break the system. What are the consensus rules? So the consensus rules are the set. Consensus rules are the set of rules every node in the Bitcoin network follows to agree on the state of the blockchain. They ensure that all participants share the same version of the truth. So when you ask what are rules, here are the main categories. Number one, there is the block rules. The maximum block size, e.g. 4 megabyte weight in circuit time. Also, there is the block must reference a valid previous block, no breaks in the chain, and also the block reward and the fees must be correct, not creating extra Bitcoin. So if right now the block reward is 3 Bitcoin, there's no creating extra Bitcoins. So the transaction rules. Number two, the transaction rules. Inputs must be valid and unspent, no double spending. Signatures must be correct, prove ownership of coins, and transactions can create coins out of thin air. Can't create coins out of thin air. Standard format is the script must follow Bitcoin script rules. Number three, proof of work. Block header hash must be followed. The current difficulty target. Difficulty adjusted every 2016 block to keep an average of 10 minutes block time. Also, there is the supply rules. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist. There is the block subsidy halves every 210,000 blocks, which is approximately 4 years. So how are the consensus rules enforced? Here's how they are enforced. Number one, every node checks independently. When a new block or transaction arrives, each full node, and remember full node, runs it through the rule book, which is the consensus rule. If the block transactions break even one rule, the node rejects it immediately. Okay, so if it breaks even one rule, it's rejected by the node. No central authority. So there is no Bitcoin police. Instead, each node is its own policeman. If a miner tries to cheat, e.g. create extra BTC, their block will be ignored by honest nodes. Economic incentive enforcement. Miners want their block accepted by the majority of nodes. Otherwise, their work and block reward is worthless. Users only accept valid transactions, so miners are forced to follow the rules if they want to earn. Number 4, the chain selection rule. Nodes always follow the longest valid chain with the most proof of work. Invalid chains, no matter how long, are rejected. Why is consensus needed? Consensus is needed in Bitcoin because thousands of independent computers nodes must agree on a single history of transactions without a central authority. Here is why consensus matters. Number 1, prevents double spending. Without consensus, Alice could try to spend the same Bitcoin twice to different people. Consensus ensures only the transaction included in the valid blockchain counts. Also, it keeps one version of truth. If everyone kept their own history, we end up with conflicting records. Consensus rules make sure that all honest nodes agree on the same ledger. It also enables decentralization. No one needs to trust a central bank, a PayPal, or a Visa. Consensus is the replacement for trust with math plus rules plus incentives. So security and immutability. Once a block is confirmed under consensus rules and valid by proof of work, it's practically unchangeable. This gives Bitcoin hardness as money. In short, consensus is how strangers who don't trust each other can still agree on money. So the 6th, scalability. What's the problem with scaling Bitcoin? Scalability in Bitcoin and blockchains generally deal with the problem of limited transaction throughput. Right now, Bitcoin block size is 1 megabyte and block time is average 10 minutes. Means that the network can only handle about 7 transactions per second on chain. By comparison, Visa processes thousands of transactions per second, so Bitcoins struggle to scale to the same global level if every transaction had to be recorded directly on chain. So the problem is, how can Bitcoin handle more users and transactions worldwide without sacrificing decentralization or security? So the solution to this problem is Lightning Network. So what is Lightning Network? The Lightning Network is a layer 2 solution built on top of Bitcoin to solve the scalability problem. Here's the idea in simple terms. Instead of recording every small transaction on the Bitcoin blockchain, which is slow and expensive, Lightning lets people open a payment channel between each other. Once the channel is open, it's anchored by a single Bitcoin transaction. They can send money back and forth instantly, cheap, and privately without touching the main blockchain for each payment. Only when the channel is closed does the final balance get recorded on the blockchain. This means Lightning can handle millions of transactions per second, enabling Bitcoin to be used for things like daily payments, microtransactions, and remittances. What are the benefits of Lightning? The benefits of Lightning networks are big for the Bitcoin scalability and usability. Number 1 benefit of Lightning Network is speed. Payments are nearly instant, milliseconds to seconds. Number 2, there's low fees, very cheap transactions, even fractions of a cent, making microtransaction possible. Scalability can process millions of transactions per second, far beyond Bitcoin's base layer. Privacy, transactions aren't all recorded on the blockchain, giving more privacy. Global reach, anyone with a smartphone can use it, making Bitcoin practical for everyday payments. Reduces blockchain congestion, fewer small transactions clogging the main chain, keep fees lowers. Opens new use cases, streaming payments, tipping, pay per second, services, remittances, etc. In short, Lightning makes Bitcoin fast, cheap, and usable for everyday people worldwide. So we have an activity where we'll be doing a Lightning demo and showing a live payment of a Lightning transaction. So make sure you are connected to the Bitcoin Nairobi community so that we can do these demos. We do these demos in every session that we have, every workshop and every educational session. We do these demos. So the assignment will be number 1, define the consensus. Number 2, list the consensus rules. Number 3, which of the following is not true about Lightning Network? A, it's a layer 2. B, it was created by Satoshi. C, it solves Bitcoin scalability problem. D, best for circular economies. Welcome back, guys. Today is day 7 of Bitcoin Nairobi Bitcoin Circular Economies Curriculum. Today we are now getting into the real thing, Bitcoin circular economies. So, question, what is a Bitcoin circular economy? It's an economic system where people earn, spend, and save using Bitcoin directly without needing to constantly convert back to local currency. In a Bitcoin circular economy, merchants accept Bitcoin for goods and services. Workers and freelancers earn wages or payments in Bitcoin. Communities save, transact, and build using Bitcoin as their primary form of money. The goal is to create a self-sustaining economy powered by Bitcoin, where value flows within the community, reducing reliance on banks, intermediaries, or unstable local currencies. In short, a Bitcoin circular economy is when Bitcoin stops being just an investment and becomes a real medium of exchange of everyday life. How does a Bitcoin circular economy work? A Bitcoin circular economy works by creating a closed loop of Bitcoin used in a community or region. Instead of constantly changing Bitcoin to local currency, people keep transacting in Bitcoin. So that's Bitcoin circular economy, and Bitcoin Nairobi is building a Bitcoin circular economy in Nairobi, Kenya, East Africa. Here is how it works step by step. Number 1, earning in Bitcoin. Individual gets paid for Bitcoin work. Okay, earning in Bitcoin. Individuals get paid in Bitcoin for work, services, or sales. For example, a teacher, a freelancer, or shopkeeper receives sats instead of cash. 2, spending in Bitcoin. Merchants and service providers accept Bitcoin as payment. For example, you pay for food, transport, or even rent directly in Bitcoin. Number 3, saving in Bitcoin. People hold part of their income in Bitcoin as savings, benefiting from its long-term store value potential. Number 4, building trust and adoption. Communities educate members using wallets, the Lightning Network, and safe storage so that everyone is comfortable transacting in Bitcoin. Sustainability. As more people and businesses join, reliance on fiat decreases, and Bitcoin circulates continuously, creating a self-reinforcing economy. In essence, you earn, you spend, and the person you pay also uses Bitcoin instead of converting to fiat. What are the advantages of a Bitcoin circular economy? A Bitcoin circular economy is useful because it helps communities move away from unstable, costly, or unfair financial systems and build a self-reliant economy with Bitcoin. Here are the key benefits of a Bitcoin circular economy. Number 1, financial freedom. People can transact without banks, middlemen, or government restrictions. Okay, number 2, protection from inflation. Bitcoin holds value better than many local currencies that lose purchasing power quickly. Number 3, borderless payments. It makes it easier to send and receive money across the world instantly at low cost. Number 4, in a Bitcoin circular economy, there is strong communities. Value circulates within the community instead of leaking out through currency conversions and bank fees. Also, number 5, it empowers the unbanked. Anyone with a phone and a wallet app can join even without a traditional banking account. And it also encourages local innovation. Businesses and individuals find new ways to earn, save, and build using Bitcoin. Like Lightning Network is actually an innovation